Yeah, I wasn't aware of some of those headlines, man. It's getting ever more insane every single day. They keep on upping up the insanity. First with a mask, which I thought was ridiculous, and then something which I thought was absolutely insane. A couple of years back, I had this conversation with a friend in regards to mandatory vaccines, and he was saying that it might be necessary that we make it compulsory if a virus ever got out of hand. And I laughed at him, thinking that there's no way that people would be advocating for that. And here we are, 2021. And the thing is, it seems to me that there are a lot of people that are actually in favor of it. Now, granted, obviously this is being pushed by the government, but I have conversations with people, and I'm pretty good at reading people. There's this air of, well, it's kind of not right, but, we kind of have to do it for the greater good. And to me, it is the most disgusting thing that you could possibly do, to forcibly, and I'm going to say it, rape someone, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're violating their bodily integrity. And for all the time, I mean, throughout all of Western civilization, we've had this idea of the law, individual rights, the idea that you do not compromise individual rights. This is the basis of common law. This has been the precedent in not just the UK, but in the United States with the Declaration of Independence. And just over the last few decades, we've slowly been leaving this concept of individual freedoms in favor of communism, the idea of sacrificing people's freedoms for the greater good. And now the idea is, oh, wait a sec, we have to forcibly rape you because we have to keep everyone safe. We have to protect everyone from getting the virus. And, we can get into the efficacy of the vaccine and whatnot, but just the very notion of sacrificing people's freedoms like that, their most important freedom, the ability to govern what they put in their body, sacrificing that because you're scared about what might happen to yourself or your friend down the road. I think it's a very dark place we moved into.
It is very dark, but at the end of the day as well, Chris, you've got to marvel at the social engineering that has taken place, to the totalitarian tiptoe towards this dystopic, oh, hang on a second, your health is dependent on what I do. And this notion that, as you say, yes, it's quite all right, take all away our rights and civil liberties. We don't mind at all. In fact, we don't have any. One of the headlines that I pointed out there actually was saying, well, wait a second, we need to remove human rights in order to preserve people's health. It kind of
That's insane. Yeah.